A lot of people are leaving the California Bay Area. Let's find out why.
More people making it in the Bay without actually being in the Bay. Take the area's high housing prices, add the ability to work here without actually living here, and you have a recipe for more people choosing to move out of the Bay Area.
That's right.
But continue working, especially when it comes to tech.
That's right. You don't have to live in an expensive place to work for an expensive place.
That's our reality. Our business and tech reporter Scott Budman joins us now. Scott, this really kind of boils down to how expensive it is to live here, and we're still able to work here, though, even if we can't live here.
Yeah, it's true, Raj. Once again, it comes down to housing. Now, I've been speaking recently to venture capitalists and tech workers who have increasingly discovered that they can get the job done, even see job growth, by moving away and working remotely.
That's right. This goes back to what I preach all the time. A lot of people get more work done by staying at home and not getting distracted by office nonsense.
Loading a mattress into a U-Haul, a moving pod outside a just-sold house. Scenes we see a lot in the Bay Area these days.
At least for me personally, I was ready to settle down just a little bit, decide to own a home.
Adam Singer, a techie who left San Francisco for Austin, Texas, sums up why he made the move.
A dollar says he did it for tax reasons, but let's continue.
I have a normal home that any first-time home buyer would expect, and that was for about 1/4 when I moved here, the price of Bay Area.
It's the cost of housing. That,
yeah,
according
houses
to
are
Home
ridiculously
Tracker
expensive
Redfin,
in California.
is the main reason, along with the ability to work remotely, that the Bay Area had the largest net outflow of any large metro area over the last 3 months.
Of course it did.
Almost 50,000 more people moved out than moved in.
If people are going to buy a home in this economy, they're thinking twice about doing it in the Bay Area because of how expensive it is and the fact that they can take their remote job somewhere else.
Yeah, way too expensive.
This U-Haul lot in San Jose says business is booming, with almost all of the trucks heading out of the Bay.
The Exodus story is a natural story when you aren't building housing.
But experts say even the latest mass move isn't going to bring down prices or traffic in the Bay.
The numbers of people moving out are by no means sufficient to relieve the problem.
It makes a lot of sense. They just said 50,000 people more moved out than moved in. The California Bay Area is about 7 or 8 million people, so we're really talking about 0.5% or just over 0.5%.
And that's partly because we still have a lot of people who want to come here. Also, most people aren't moving that far away. Redfin says among the top destinations for people leaving the Bay Area are Sacramento, Los Angeles, and San Diego. Jessica?
So they're moving close by. The Bay Area is an expensive place to live, and you don't have to look very far to find apartments that rent for over $4,000 a month with just one room. With many tech companies being headquartered over there, it's not surprising that there are many folks who are capable and more than happy to work from home and not be in the office. More so when they can save thousands of dollars a month by living a bit further away and not bothering with the commute. That being said, there's good news. Housing prices are finally falling in the Bay Area. Check this out.
It is a paradox for sure. Here in the Bay Area, we are both seeing housing prices fall, and we're also seeing housing sales fall.
That's because they're still too expensive.
Or for a buyer's market or a seller's market right now, and that's leaving both sides frustrated. Our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman, tries to clear it up for us.
That means a crash is coming.
Yeah, there are several factors at work here. For one thing, rising mortgage
Scott
rates make
Budman
it more
again.
expensive to buy a house, even as prices are starting to come down. Also, the threat of a potential recession is making many would-be home buyers think twice about that big financial commitment.
It's very easy to point to a hypothetical recession that may be coming, but the reality is housing prices are tied to interest rates in addition to the supply and demand problem. Interest rates are going up right now, therefore housing prices must come down for the mortgages to work out.
If you need any proof the housing market is slowing,
we're trying to sell our house right now and we cannot.
Just ask the Seacrest family. They're trying to sell in Silicon Valley.
Well, right now we're just kind of holding out, and we might actually pull it off the market and decide to rent for a while.
But aren't getting much interest from buyers. That hasn't happened around here for a while.
I believe what we're seeing is just a normalizing of what was a crazy market for the last 2 years.
Normalizing is a
Tim
good
Lee of
word.
Remax says fear has taken a hold of the housing market, and that's keeping many buyers on the sidelines.
Decrease in buyers coming through open houses. Definitely where a potential house had 20 offers, they're getting maybe 1 or 2.
It's also
It's
leading
about
to
time.
a decrease in local housing prices. Last month, according to the California Association of Realtors, the median price of a home in the Bay Area fell by about $100,000.
$1.5 million is insane.
The median price fell by about $40,000. Now, that's not yet enough for many buyers.
Oh, I could never afford it.
And not enough yet to move the Seacrest house off the market.
The recession talks and whatnot are kind of scaring people off from investing in quite a big thing like Bay Area.
Of course it
housing.
is.
In San Jose, Scott Budman, NBC, Bay Area News.
So housing prices going down at the same time as sales tells me that we're nowhere near the bottom yet. In any traded market, you'll either find sharp declines accompanied by massive volumes in a sell-off, but there's some situations where prices decline and nobody's buying or selling. What this tells me is that people are more fed up than ever with 3-bedroom houses costing $1.5 million. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video, and if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications for future videos. And until next time, I'm out.